Patti Phillips reading Airmail to the Moon in character of Ora Mae Cotton. My name is Ora Mae Cotton of Crabapple Orchard, and last night somebody stole my tooth. I'd been down the creek catching crawdads when it started tingling. Kind of like if you miss your toast and peanut butter and you bite your teeth real hard instead, like that. That was 3 weeks ago. I was popcorn in the pan, excited for sure that tooth was going to fall right out of my head any second. But Dada, that's what I call my daddy, he always says not to milk the cow when she's asleep, which is Crabapple Orchard talk for not blabbing to everybody about something before you're sure what you're blabbing about. So I didn't tell a soul. Then last Monday, while fetching the mail at the county road, I stuck my tongue out at my pesky neighbor, Marietta Bean, and gave her a big raspberry just like this. See, that right there's Marietta. Well, that vibration from my tongue flopping against my teeth popped that chomper of mine as loose as a goose on ice skates. So I told the whole world about my first tooth coming out and whether they wanted to hear about it or not. By Thursday, that tooth was so wobbly it was just a hanging by one root and a flap of the skin. I could push it all the way out from between my lips with my tongue and help Mama slop the hogs at the same time because I have talent. Oreo, Mama said to me. Oreo's my nickname because I'm just like the sweet cookie Oreo. Don't flop that tooth out when you're working. It reminds me of your cousin Cyrus before he got braces. So I kept that tooth inside my mouth, worrying it like mad with my tongue. Then Friday night, right after my big brother, Bo Dean, and my little sister, Kelsey Ann, got into a fight at the dinner table over whether or not Arlene Peterson's pigs really do kneel and pray before they eat, that loose tooth of mine fell right out of my mouth, plop, and landed right in the middle of my pescetti. Mama said to be sure and put that tooth under my pillow. That way the tooth fairy would come and get it and give me some money. Money? Shoot, howdy, Mama didn't say how much money, but I thought for sure it had to be at least $1,000 or maybe even $100. I was so excited that I hurried to bed as quick as a drop cat just so I could dream about all the things that the tooth fairy was going to bring me with that money. But like I said, somebody stole my tooth. So I guess I dreamed all night for just absolutely nothing. First thing in the morning when I discovered the crime, I ran lickety-split to my mama. She was in the root cellar up to her elbows in rutabagas. Mama, I exploded. Is the tooth fairy a crook like old Hester Jenkins who stole the parking meter from in front of the county courthouse? Mama jumped back, eyes as big as sausages. Why, no, Oreo. The tooth fairy is as honest as flowers in the spring. Well, that's what I thought, I fumed. Then somebody besides that tooth fairy done stole my tooth. Somebody's so crooked they screw their socks on every morning. And when I catch them, I am going to open up a can of gotcha and send them airmail to the moon. That's Mama in the rutabaga cellar. Right there's Mama with little Oreo. Mama looked at me real hard. Oreo, she said, I don't think anybody would steal your tooth. Maybe the tooth fairy is putting it on a string with other teeth to make a beautiful necklace. That's what I've heard she does. She probably forgot to leave you the money, and she'll remember tonight. Well, that didn't seem likely to me. What good is a tooth fairy who forgets? Why don't you just go ask your daddy, Mama suggested, seeing how upset I was. Maybe he knows something that I don't. Aha, I thought. He's a real thinker, my dada is. Why, he even sells watermelons to the grocery store. He knows mighty near everything. I heard Dada before I spied him. He was out by the tire swings, shaving and singing at the same time, which is mighty dangerous if you ask me. Half his face was shaving cream, the other half was smooth as a baby's belly, as he liked to say. "Dada," I yelled, "some crook stole my tooth. And when I catch him, I'm going to open up a can of gotcha and I'm going to send him airmail to the moon." Dada just looked at me real hard. "Oreo," he said, "I don't think anybody would steal your tooth. Maybe the tooth fairy has it and is grinding it up in a big machine. That tooth dust might come out as money. Then the tooth fairy could use it to buy you some real estate, like one of them condominiums in Miami Beach." Right there's Dada. He's doing his shaving. You can see him right up there. Half his face is shaving cream, half as smooth as a baby's belly. Dada sauntered over to the back porch steps and sat down. He was thinking about the tooth fairy, money machines, and condominiums, I figured. It was all of who'd have thought it to me. What would I do with a condominium in Miami Beach? "Yep, tooth dust," the Dada said. "Tooth dust," I kind of shouted. "But Dada, somebody stole my tooth." Dada rubbed his chin and he nodded. "Why don't you go ask your brother? He usually knows more than he can tell." So there I am, stomping off to see my brother right there. "Aha!" I thought, heading for the barnyard. "My brother Bodine is as ornery as a bull in a beehive. And he lost 2 teeth last week when he fell out of the hayloft. I bet he stole my tooth and glued it straight in his mouth. I'm going to get that boy," I vowed. "And when I do, I am going to open up a can of gotcha and send him airmail to the moon." "I didn't steal your tooth, Oreo," Brother Bodine said, calmly crawling out from under the corn crib. "What would I want with girl teeth anyway? They don't fit boys." I hadn't thought of that. "Are you sure you don't want to just give the tooth fairy no money down?" "Why would I do such a thing?" I wanted to know. "That's stupid." Bodine eyed the hen house. He was looking for his pet snake, Fluff. "The tooth fairy saves teeth to give to babies, right, Oreo?" "Not according to Mama or Dada, she don't." "Well, according to me, Bodine Cotton, she does, and that's so they can chew on rocks and shoes and stuff." "Bodine, you're ornery," I reminded him, talking about babies like that. And right there's my brother Bodine in front of that chicken coop right there. See that old chicken coop with Bodine? "Yep," he whispered as he snuck into the hen house door. "But I'm right. Where do you think little sister Kelsey Ann got her teeth when she was little?" Aha, I thought. Maybe Bodine has a point. Kelsey Ann is as ornery as Bodine plus 10. She had to be the one who stole my tooth. "I'll get that little diddle-do," I roared. "The tooth fairy?" Bodine asked, sticking his head out of the chicken house. Fluff, his snake in one hand, a scary hairy chicken squawking and flying everywhere. "No, Kelsey Ann Cotton," I snapped. "And when I do, I am going to open up a can of gotcha and send her airmail to the moon." And there I am, so angry. Well, Bodine's got his snake, Fluff, and all the chickens are scurrying and squawking. "Kelsey Ann Cotton," I yelled up the backyard apple tree, "give me my tooth. I know you stole it." "Pig feathers," she said, hanging upside down from her knees on a tree limb. "I'm as sweet as roses in the snow. The tooth fairy steals teeth, not me. She makes them into doorknobs. Didn't you know that, Oreo?" Oh, there's her sister. There's Kelsey Ann Cotton right there up in the tree, hanging upside down. "Not according to Mama, Dada, or Bodine, she doesn't. You took it," I shrieked. "She does too, 'cause I didn't," Kelsey Ann snipped. "Does not you did. Does too did not. Does not you did." Kelsey Ann giggled. "I bet you threw it away, Oreo. It's probably in the bottom of the garbage can, stuck in a big blob of that leftover spaghetti. That's how forgetful you are. That tooth will never be a doorknob now. And that did it. I was so mad I was ready to scream. Nobody really knew what the Tooth Fairy was up to. Nobody was a bit of help. And nobody was the lop-eared rascal that stole my tooth. I was just about to pop my cork clean out of Crabapple Orchard. And that's how mad I was. You can see this. She's so angry. You ever be so angry you're just crying? There she is. She's so angry she's just crying. But instead, I just stood there looking at my upside down sister, and I started crying long and hard, big tears streaming down my face like salt. I didn't want to cry, but I just couldn't stop. Now, we Cottons, we banter, we squabble, we shout, and we argue at one another a fair amount, just like any self-respecting family. But if it ever comes to a Cotton bawling real tears of grief, the rest of us come a-running to help. Hi-hi-de-ho. As just in a flash, Dada, Mama, Bodine, Kelsey Ann, and even my pesky little neighbor, Marietta Bean, were all at my side in 5 seconds flat. There they are, every last one of them. All there for her. Somebody stole my tooth, I sobbed, crying louder than ever. And when I catch him, I am going to open up a can of gotcha and send them airmail to the moon, I said as I stuck my hands deep down in my pockets trying to look like I really meant it. My name is Ora Mae Cotton of the Crabapple Orchard. My face is hot. My toes are curling. And right now I feel like a possum up a plum tree. I'm as embarrassed as a zebra without stripes. You see, there's this little heart thing in the bottom of my pants pocket. It's right there where I left it. I wonder if the Tooth Fairy ever sends motor mouth kids like me airmail to the moon. And there she is, so embarrassed with herself. Sometimes you just forget. Well, that's the little story of Airmail to the Moon with little Ora Mae Cotton. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy having the story read to you. Have a great day.